Okay, we're on chapter 1.2. We're looking at question number 8. So question number 8 says negative 18 over 6. I want to know if this is a real number, rational or irrational, an integer, or a whole number. So I want to see how far I can take this. So any number that I have that's in this class is going to be a real number. So I'm starting off with a real number for sure. My next question then is I go down and I see, look at this chart here on page 15. I know it's a real number. Now I've got to decide if it's rational or irrational. Rational numbers, remember, are any numbers that are a terminating decimal, a repeating decimal, any integer or whole number. Those are all rational numbers. If I look at irrational numbers, those are numbers that are going to be square roots of things that are not perfect squares, or decimals that continue on forever and ever. So if I look at 18 over 6, that's going to be, I can simplify that down, first of all, to 3, negative. I got to bring my negative down. So negative 3, if I look here, would be under the category for rational numbers. So it's real. I know it's rational. I'm going to see if I can take it down further. So I'm going to see if I can go to integers. Would 3 or negative 3 be an integer? Yes, it's even in my example there as one, right? So negative 3 is an integer. And then I want to think if negative 3 is a whole number. Because it's a negative, it's not. It's not going to be a whole number. Whole numbers have to be positive. So my farthest I can go for 8 is just real, rational, integer. Real, rational, integer. My next question, number 10, I was going to show you guys number 10 also. So number 10 is asking us to tell if this is true or false. So no irrational numbers are whole numbers. We need to think about that. No irrational numbers are whole numbers. We want to know if that's true or false. So if I'm looking here, my irrational numbers are over on this side, in this category. I break it down. I go from real number to rational or irrational. If it's irrational, I can't break it down any farther. So it's asking me, no irrationals are whole numbers. Well, if I look at whole numbers, none of them are irrational. No irrational numbers are over here in whole numbers. So that statement would be true. 10 is true. And the reason for that is because all whole numbers have to be rational. They have to go through this step first. They have to go from real to rational to integers to whole numbers. I can't go from irrational back over to this chart then. So true, any whole number has to be rational. Again, I had to go through that step first. I had to go from real to rational or irrational. It's rational. Take it down. I can take it down to whole numbers. I can't get into that whole number section if I'm over here in this category. I can't do it. So the only way I can get to whole numbers is if I go through rational numbers first.